course, trundling along. Trundling. Yes, trundling. That's it. We're trundling. So we'll go back south and head for home. Wait for traffic. Hopefully traffic won't be bad this time. Traffic this morning was ridiculous. So I'm already plotting my course for next Tuesday. It's got to be better than today or last Tuesday. At least I would think so. Anyway, we're up on top of Capitol Hill. Well, really, it's kind of Pill Hill. It's South Capitol Hill. But we're working our way back down to the freeway. Too many dumb drivers we can see today. In the past I have talked about Smith Tower, and for 40 years that was the tallest building west of the Mississippi. And we're going to have a great view of it coming up here in just a minute. It's this white building with the peaked roof on top. And it's kind of funny to think that that was ever the tallest building west of the Mississippi, but it was built in 1931, and it was. There it is, right there on the left, straight ahead of us. All right, we got a couple more stoplights so we can turn left and get up the freeway. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to move it a little bit. You might be able to see that rock church over there. That's one of the older churches in Seattle. Big bump. Trinity Parish Church. Great road. Headed back home. Hi, Karen. We're right underneath the freeway and it's noisy. So we'll put the window up and try and block some of that out. I'm a little late because I had to stop by the prosthetics place and get my boot fixed. One of the straps started to tear. There we go. Now we got a green light. Head around the corner and hit the freeway. Hopefully the glare won't be too bad. Yep, that's downtown Seattle. Well, kind of downtown Seattle. It's the south end of downtown. Probably 2 months ago, I did a drive up through the downtown corridor and down along the waterfront. I had gotten out early enough to be able to take some extra time and do a little Seattle tour. Hey, Demuth. Cool. Hopefully, we won't have any traffic going this way. All right. We're on the freeway and headed home. Now we're set. Get back out of this choke point. As you come northbound into Seattle, you've got 5 lanes to get choked down to 2. And as you come southbound, you've got 6 lanes to get choked down to 2 lanes to get through the downtown corridor. Yeah, it's awfully hazy though. Um, Last week we had a rainstorm on Monday and it knocked most of the smoke out of the air. But it's all back this week. I don't know that we're even going to be able to see the mountain. Usually, as we come around this next corner, we can get a pretty good view of it. But I don't even know that we're going to be able to see it today. I don't see it. You can barely see the little foothills out there. Poor air quality. Back in the day, you could see the plays. You could see it plain as day from up here. But nowadays, even sometimes down by our house, you can't. There we go. All right, cruise control is set, and now I can just pay. Good deal. Yeah, definitely fall colors finally coming. With the cold weather at night, the leaves finally starting to change. I am a little nervous. My apprentice is changing out a piece of equipment that runs a fan motor on a big giant air conditioner on a 35-story building. Uh, if the new part came pre-programmed, we're all good. If it didn't, I suspect I'm to hear from about more. So may end up cutting this one short, but we'll do what we can. Yeah, it's nice and sunny here, but the temperatures have cooled off. Um, I think we have been above 65 for the last couple of weeks, which is nice. It's definitely cold enough at night that when we take the dogs out, we have to fire up the porch, which isn't a big deal. I mean, but it's definitely getting colder at night now. And eventually the rain will start coming, and we'll be driving in the rain all the time. When me starting doing this in the summertime, you guys aren't getting a fair representation of what Seattle is. Hey Eddie, hope you're having a good day at work. Well, you missed one hell of a ride this morning, man. We were stuck in traffic for hours. Yeah, I figured I'd meet you around, go way out, and take the extreme back roads, and everybody else apparently had the same idea. So now I'm rethinking for next week. I made you come all the way across the I-5 down south and come up I-5 rather than thinking around, trying to get around Highway 167 local. Tell Sammy I said, hey, like she gives a crap. Just sounded funny when I said it. Anyway, the good news is that we are still healing. This is the first time we've ever been 4 weeks in a row of healing progress. In the past, it's been 2 weeks with 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. So we may actually be finally going to get this thing healed up, which would be exciting. I'm tired of this. It's been far too long. It would be nice to be back out in the field again working. All right, the Moose. Have a good afternoon, buddy. We'll see you later somewhere else on YouTube, I'm sure. Yeah, Simon's later, isn't he? So I'll probably see you at Simon's anyway. Yeah, at this point, they're not even setting a tentative date to have this bridge repaired down here. You weren't supposed to take that overpass anyway, were you, two? That's a carpool exit that they took off of 405 onto 167. People cheat and use that rather than using the other one in order to avoid traffic. You can always tell the guys that do that because they're the ones that immediately jump out of the carpool lane when they get back in, or when they get down onto the carpool lane. All right, we're coming out the south end of Renton and headed towards Kent. Man, the smog is just ridiculous. Long straightaway in front of me, and I can't see the sign down the other end of the straightaway. I can see what the lights are on. But ridiculous. They still say testing in progress, but if you go read all the information, it says that they're legal. And that the new system is tagging license plates that don't have carpool stickers, sending them a bill, which is what people that don't realize that it's doing that are going to get a big bill at the end of the month. They were too lazy to go look. Yeah, it's just ridiculous how bad the smoke and fog, and it's not really even fog, it's just smoke and air pollution. So just a white haze out there over everything. It's just terrible. There is a new scam going around where they're sending people an email saying, hey, you've got two good to go fines you need to pay. And I suspect that there are people that they're getting people with that left and right. I know they're BS because I have this sticker, so it automatically would get deducted from my account. There's no reason for me to ever have a fee that I didn't pay. However, yeah, it's really did it. It's just ridiculous. It's like God, if you could use all that brain power for something good, what could you come up with? Yeah, easy pass. Yeah, there are people here that call it that, so they must have come from out there. Yes, use your powers for good, not evil. Pumpkin patch has all the pumpkins picked now, and they're all out for people to grab for Halloween. I guess the grandkids went on the zombie hayride Saturday. I saw the video. My granddaughter's only 4 years old, so I'm not sure how well she handled it. But the zombies aren't really scary. They're more comical zombies. So Dad probably helped her with her baseball gun. And unfortunately, I couldn't walk, so I couldn't go. Like our state fair's on right now. From the time I was a little kid, I never missed that until this surgery happened. We've talked about they rent scooters, uh, and we've talked about doing that, uh, but we haven't put it all together. Yeah, I don't know how Bexley would do with it. I know the older two kids would be fine with it, but I guess she did okay when I guess when she realized she could take them out, then all was good. Especially with Dad helping, then she didn't have to worry about killing them herself. It's a fun thing to do. If you got kids, it's great fun. It's about a half an hour ride through the woods, and they never have a shortage of zombies. They pay the kids very well to do it, and they all have protective gear on so they can take the hits. Back in the day when we did paintball with my son, when he was younger, we'd both come home covered in bruises. They also may have the gun style down too, so they're not firing at full power. But the kids get creative and they'll drop out of trees and all kinds of stuff. It's a fun adventure for the kids. They already have the signs that say illegal to cross double white lines, but they don't have the double white lines painted. Wow, I just can't get over how bad the smoke is. I'm sorry, I'm looking to see where exactly where the roads are closed. Yeah, right there. That's where I got off the freeway this morning. And this guy jumps over in front of me and slows down. How nice. Thanks, dude. Hi, Lee. Thanks for dropping back in, buddy. Hey, Simon. Hi, Des. How are you today, Des? I didn't ask you that this morning. All right, am I back? Hello. Oh, cool. I am back. Okay. Like I said, my apprentice was going to call me anytime. Is sound back now? Okay, cool. Thanks, dude. Guy could have let me over, but he wasn't going to. All right, now we're back. Yeah, I knew it was coming. He's changing out something called a frequency drive, which is basically a device that takes a very large fan motor and it controls the speed by rather than by changing the voltage, it changes the megahertz. Everything in America runs on 60 megahertz, and by changing the megahertz, we can make the fan motor run at different speeds. It's called a VFD, variable frequency drive, and we didn't know if it was going to come pre-programmed from the factory. The new one was spiny pin and laggy lag. Yes, actually, yes. That's funny. That is funny. Spinny spin and laggy lag. It's amazing how strangely Civi has affected us all. Shut out the AC. It's getting cold in here. With the sun glaring in on me, I was getting warm with the window up. That's nice. They finally got this all repaved. Took away all the bumps. Anyway, I don't remember where I was before we were so rudely interrupted. Yeah, I don't. Anyway, oh hi Katie. I don't know if there's actually any way for me to type when I'm live from my phone. I'm gonna have to do some private lives and see if I can figure out how to do that. I know the plus button will let me do polls and stuff, but I don't know what a lot of the other buttons do. Well, I know where the mute mic is and shut off the camera, but I'll figure it out one of these days. After all, I have all this free time to do nothing. Well, we'll see if the cloud coverage or the smog cover is so bad we can't see the mountain up here. I'm betting we probably won't. No pharmacy stop today. That's cool. Well, you can kind of see it. You can see the outline of it. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, you can just see the outline of it. Oh well. Anyway, so I have to plot a new course for next Tuesday morning and figure out a way around that traffic. I might be able to go into Puyallup and go up Enchanted Parkway and then get on I-5 at Federal Way. That might work. Maybe we'll try that next week. There goes another one of those stupid Tesla trucks, only that one's been painted black. Oh, there's an auto shop here on the right that puts up dumb dad jokes on their reader board. This time it said, you know why tires cost so much? Inflation, which is almost kind of not funny. Actually, if I put some serious thought into it, it's actually hysterical. You used to be able to stop at a gas station and get air for free. Now it costs you $1 or $1.50 or $2. That kind of makes it really fun. But I do not believe Scott put that much thought into it. Wait a minute, Katie, you work from home. If you didn't get coffee this morning, that's your fault. Hey, Kevin, thanks for making it in. You must have an early day there, buddy. That's good news. Unfortunately, we're right here at the end, but hey, it's nice to see you, bud. Thank you. I appreciate it, sir. I have yet to figure out what they're building up here next to Chick-fil-A and whatever this other place is. I can't remember the name of the other place because we never go there. Maybe I'll see the sign here in a second. I can tell Chipotle, that's what it is. Yep, I don't know what that's going to be. All right, over one more lane, and those of you who are regulars know the drill. As we pull into the Safeway parking lot, I have to bring it to an end because we're going to lose the signal. Yay, whoopee. So thank you all for being here, and thank you to those who were here through the fiasco this morning. That was difficult. Did make it though. I actually got to the wound care clinic with 10 minutes to go. I'm usually a lot earlier than that, but I made it, so we survived. Yeah, I don't go to Chipotle either. I've worked on a couple of those places, and I wouldn't eat there. Thank you. All right, guys, I love you. We'll see you probably on Simon's Live tonight if he's up for it, and otherwise, I'll see you someplace out on YouTube playing in the street.